This is the Think Tank Turnstyle 20V 2.0. It comes in 3 sizes, 5, 10, and 20, and it comes in 2 colors, gray and what they call charcoal, and this one called indigo blue. I've had this bag for quite a while. I've really tried to use it several different times and never found it to be quite the right bag for me. This review is pretty much going to say the same thing. I've tried to like it. I don't like it that much. It's got some cons. Of course, it's Think Tank, one of my favorite camera bag brands, and so it's made of really nice materials, but I found some of the features lacking, and so we're going to get into that in this video. Okay, let's talk about some of the good things. The materials of this bag, the quality, the workmanship, all of it is top-notch, as you can come to expect from Think Tank Photo. They make some of the best camera bags in the industry. One of my favorite companies, making fantastic products. You got nothing to worry about from the materials and the workmanship of this bag. It weighs 1.2 pounds. That's a little bit heavy for a sling bag, but not too bad, not for one of this size. It's got a water repellent coating, so you don't have to worry about the light rain or the drizzle too much. But it also comes with, as I think all Think Tank bags do, it comes with a rain cover down here at the bottom if you get caught in a downpour. As most of the time they do, I think maybe all the time, they use YKK zippers on their bags, which makes you don't have to worry about zippers. The material itself is a variety of kinds of nylon. I usually don't care too much about the kinds of materials it's made out of unless it's made from sustainable materials, and then it gets my attention, and I really want to support that kind of development of technologies and fabrics. If Think Tank somebody from Think Tank ever watches this video, I want to make that suggestion. I would like to encourage you, as a favor to all of us, to look into more sustainable sources for your fabrics, or innovate in some new areas and make bags out of plastic bottles, recycled plastic bottles, or some other type of material that is not as bad for the environment as nylon is. Okay, so now for the bag itself. I think it's a fairly attractive bag, which is why I wanted to get it in the first place. I think it's a unisex design. I don't think it's too masculine, as a lot of camera bags may tend to be. So I imagine there's a lot of women out there who find this bag attractive for that reason. I don't know, because I'm not a woman, but I would think. And it's pretty comfortable to wear. I found the shoulder strap to be adequate and comfortable, even though it's fairly thin, and I found it very easy to adjust the length, so you can quickly sling it around and get stuff out of it, which is pretty much the design of this bag. You're meant to sling it around to the side and kind of get it in front of you, and then when you open these zippers, you have a little bit of a workstation and to access your lenses or change lenses or get equipment out. I've packed this up from the same stuff I used on my most recent outing. Now, I took this with me on a short little vacation earlier this year, a couple months ago, and I repacked it the same gear I was using that day, so you could kind of see how it works in the daily carry out and about. I was at an Apple festival. That's when I took this. This bag is kind of great for like that kind of a outing. So real quick, when you open the main zipper, you've got your pretty standard array of pockets. There's basically, with the dividers that come with it, you got 4 kind of zones to store stuff in this main pocket. So real quick, I'm going to pull some of that out. The Fuji X-T4 with a 90mm lens. Underneath that, I've got the shoulder strap for the Fuji. That takes up that main pocket right there. On the other side, I have another lens. This is the Fuji 18-55. And then on one side here, I've got the microphone for vlogging or just recording. And then I've got some sunglasses. So that takes up the main pocket. That's kind of the stuff I might carry around for a trip out to the Apple Festival. Now, one more thing that's in here. This bag has deep under this, like, see how wide this is right here? Back in the back side of this here is a divider, a folder, so you can, I don't have it latched over there, but you can have you can put your documents in there, but right now I have an iPad Air version 4 in there. So if you're wondering if the bigger iPads can fit, this is about the maximum. This is, I think, the 11-inch size. It fits in here, but you can't go bigger. I tried to put the 13-inch MacBook Pro in here, and I was able to get the zipper to zip, but there was a bulge on this side, and I felt like I wouldn't ever carry my MacBook that way. So I don't think it carries a MacBook Pro unless you're in a very desperate situation. But that's that back folder, and it's for you can put your documents or whatever in there. Now it does come with a noted iPad pocket here on the very back. There's a zipper here against the back, and it's labeled for an iPad. But I keep a notebook in there. Let me, you know what? I didn't actually try the 11-inch in the iPad pocket. I don't think, because I looked at it and I didn't think it was going to fit. So let's just try that on camera here and see if I can get it to go. All right, it's in there. Height-wise, I think we got a little bit of a problem. Okay, so I got the 11-inch iPad in this back pocket, which surprises me, but I hadn't tried that yet. So it's pretty tight though. I don't know if I guess I would probably ride with that. So it works. That's an interesting development. Okay, good to know. Otherwise, that pocket doesn't have any dividers or anything, just for some papers or some extra stuff in there. I forgot to mention that the air mesh here on the back, that's the part that's up against your back, it's an air mesh, so it's actually pretty comfortable for sweat, for heat. You know, they've kind of done the best they can do to make sure it doesn't get too hot on your back. So that's like all the main pockets. There's one more pocket here on the front. It doesn't have much depth. It kind of curls in right there, so there's not much room to put wider objects. Like, I don't think my sunglasses, I don't think would really fit too well in there. It just, I mean, I think I could get it zipped, but that's kind of the max, maybe. So in here, just some random stuff. My emergency, they're not Altoids in here. This is my little emergency kit of photography. Like, I got some Band-Aids and some gaff tape and some Velcro, some chapstick. I also have my keys on the included key clip. So there's that. And then I just got a battery floating loose in there. It does come with one feature that I've never bothered to use, and this is the stabilization strap. You connect that cable here and here, or this here and there, and you've got a third point of stabilization, so the bag doesn't swing around when you don't intend it to. So that's a useful addition there. And this, like I said, this just kind of tucks away in the included little tuck away spot right there. Now let's get to some of the cons of this bag. There is no way to attach a tripod or an additional item. So, like, you know, sometimes I might want to bring this with me, but there's no attachment points, or there's no places to put straps to attach even a tripod or an umbrella or a jacket. And when I used this at the Apple Festival, I found myself carrying around a jacket that I didn't want, and I couldn't attach the jacket to the bag and carry it that way. There was just nowhere to hook it to. So I think, if you take a look at the Peak Design slings, they have some straps on here to keep your jacket or tripod underneath there, and other slings have that too. So I think Think Tank missed the mark a little bit on not including some way of attaching some external items on here, but I think they did that because they wanted to make this bag really sleek, and the curves on it are pretty nice. And so I think that's the decision they probably made, is let's keep this bag real smooth and sleek and not have a bunch of dangly straps. And it kind of makes sense to me. It also doesn't have anywhere to put a water bottle. So I think that's, for walking around, for being in the city and stuff like that, water bottle is pretty important. So in this case, I was able to hook my Hero Clip onto the bag. You guys know what Hero Clip is? If you don't, you need to. but it's this. It's kind of like a carabiner, except you can turn and separate these two, and so now you have 2 points of hooking. You can hook this onto the bag, and you can hook this right here onto the edge of a table. And now your bag is, let's just do it right here on the front of this table. Now your bag is hanging off your, like you're out at a cafe or whatever, your bag is hanging off the table and out of the way. Just like that. And it works out, it's amazing. This is a hero clip. You can see the affiliate link in the description for picking these up on Amazon. I think they're awesome. But in this case, I was able to use it more like a traditional carabiner and just hook my water bottle onto this top handle here. Now, what that ultimately did is made a dangle of my water bottle. And I hate that, but it was better than carrying around the water bottle for the full day in my hand. So I made do, but I wish there was some water bottle, a mechanism for storing a water bottle. That's the 2 cons to this bag. No place to store a tripod, no place to store a water bottle. Now, if they had put a little pocket on this side, some kind of cinch or bag or mesh or whatever, or even a hook point for one of their other mechanisms for attaching, I think you would have had a real winner here. So anyway, that's my thoughts on the Think Tank Turnstyle 20 version 2.0. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will, hey, watch some of the other videos. I got all sorts of bag reviews on here. So anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one.